Man, I'm dead.
Keezy Gang, what's poppin'? It's your boy KezyInTheClutch. Oh my God, you selling me. I'm trying to go crazy, can't you see? But yeah, man, as you can tell, we in nature, baby. Hey man, shout out to everybody showing love, showing support. I told y'all I was on the daily upload. Come on, man. But yeah, man, right now, as you can see, we in nature, dog. Like legit nature. I hope everybody having a wonderful evening. You know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying the sunset, enjoying the vibes, enjoying the fresh air away from all the toxic people. You know what I'm saying? But I hope everybody, they doing good. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody got the best energy. I hope everybody out there giving their best, giving their all, and doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see by the title, you know what I'm saying? This is something that I've been going through for a while now. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. I feel like it's one of the best things that could ever happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to stuff like this, it's something that comes out of nowhere, right? Everybody, you know, like, to get to the midst of it, like, we just in a world, right? Like this world, and we think on a deeper level. But when it comes to a spiritual awakening, I'm going to be talking about, you know, because I'm still going through the midst of it. I'm still in the midst of my spiritual awakening, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like you. Nothing changed. It just happened out of nowhere. But I'm going to tell y'all how it happened, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just how everything changed over time, you know what I'm saying? But before we do that, man, make sure you hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to drop some gems. I'm about to drop some knowledge. Yes, sir. But I would say that my spiritual awakening happened around, it had to be when I graduated high school, right? So when I graduated high school, me knowing I wanted to expand my horizons, expand my thoughts, because me in high school, I was the type of person that I knew it was bigger than me, like my legacy. And I knew that I was a great athlete, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? And I loved being an athlete, and I loved what I was doing. But when it came to leaving a legacy and leaving an imprint on the world, I already knew by the time I was a senior in high school that there was more to life, and more for me to give, and more for me to do for the people around me than just entertain people with sports. I like entertaining people with smile and putting smiles on their face, you know what I'm saying? And yes, entertainment, it can be, you know, it ain't got to be serious all the time. But when it came to my spiritual awakening, it would have to be after I graduated, because I knew I wanted to be away from my area that I grew up in after high school. Because, you know, going from kindergarten all the way through high school, you know, you're in the same area, same routine, waking up, same routine, you know what I'm saying? Literally the same routine, and you're doing it on a consistent and daily basis, you know? And I start catching like the flow of it, and I would think to myself sometimes, I'm like, how do we live in such a place, you know what I'm saying? In such a routine, right? And this routine is not bad, because you need a routine or you'll feel like you're out of place, and you'll feel like, you know. But when it comes to knowing your truth and your purpose, I knew that my truth and my purpose was expanding my horizons, right? But like I said, after I graduated high school, I went and I chose that I wanted to go to California, you know what I'm saying? To get away, to have new, you know what I'm saying, new starts, new beginnings. Everything I feel like was just fresh and clean, and I feel like it was the best opportunity for me, 100%, no doubt, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it frank, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, I was great at sports, and I went out there going to do sports, you know what I'm saying? And me going to school, I went to a school that really wasn't looking for me, you know what I'm saying? The year that I went, the year before I went to the school, they won a JUCO championship. So I went to this JUCO school in California, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that, I went out there with the intentions of me going there, right? Walking on, getting a scholarship. I just had these big dreams, big high expectations, right? And knowing that they coming off a state championship, that's a lot of power and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just things that come with it. And the thing that you have to go into knowing that you have to play your best physically, you got to play your best mentally, right? So when it comes down to that, you know what I'm saying, we going through that routine, right? When I'm in school and I'm in college and I'm out in Cali, mind you, new starts, new beginning, everything's fresh, right? I'm sitting there because what I usually do, we would have school, we would have practice, you know what I'm saying? Just a typical day in the life of a student athlete all the time, right? But at the time, I was staying with my aunt. Shout out to my aunt, man. I appreciate you a lot for giving me the opportunity, and I'm forever grateful and forever blessed, you know what I'm saying, to be in that situation. Because a lot of people, they wouldn't have jumped and leaped to even go out of the state. Yes, it's not that smart to pay out-of-state tuition and all this other stuff. And, you know, it's closer to be closer to home and just all this stuff. But when I tell you, I met some of the most amazing people that I have ever met in my life, that money couldn't buy, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to friendships, when it comes to what I experienced and what I seen from a different level, because I'm coming from the Midwest, you know, and the Midwest has its own style and its own lingo from the West Coast. Nice, beautiful all the time, you know what I'm saying? Look, we in the middle of fall, and Cali is nice, you know what I'm saying? It's nice right now. Got a little breeze coming right now. My hand a little cold, but point being, when I was out there, I started realizing a lot, and I started realizing that my spiritual being, like the person inside of me, not the glob of meat, but me, I started realizing things, and I started asking myself a lot of questions, right? And when it comes to that, I just would sit there, and it blew my mind how grateful that I was to be in this position, right? In this position, it got me to a place now that I feel like I can get out of my comfort zone. Like doing things like this, like I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Doing things like this, right? And just being uncomfortable, right? To be the best version of yourself, you have to be uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell you that first things first. But me jumping that bridge, jumping off that, I'm not jumping off nothing. I love my life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just taking that leap of faith, as I should say. It gave me a new perspective on how I should take life, go through life when it comes to ups and comes to down. When I tell you I miss my family being in Cali, you know what I'm saying? I miss my family. I miss the people that I grew up with around, you know what I'm saying, where I come from. But at the end of the day, I was out there alone, as in with new experiences, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to figure stuff out on my own, like, you know what I'm saying, developing into a young man, you know? But when it came to that, I was alone most of the time since I'm a student athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my job. I'm kicking it with my homies that I meet and everything. But when it comes to going back home, it's like it's a reality that it's like I'm in a whole new space. And me being uncomfortable in that new environment got me comfortable. You didn't hear me. That going and taking that leap of faith. Yes, there's a lot of cons that going out of state and doing all of this and all that. But what helped me, it helped me spiritually, you know what I'm saying? It helped me get to a point in my life that it's like, dang, if I could do this, then I can do anything, and I can be the best at whatever I do. Because I know I love, you know what I'm saying? I love doing stuff when it comes to entertainment. I love, like you said, putting a smile on people's face. I love making businesses, because I want to be the person that creates the businesses. I want to be that mogul. I want to be that I'm gonna be. I don't want to be. I'm sorry. But like I said, me taking that leap of faith, it got in my tune spiritually, and it got me questioning stuff, right? Because I was uncomfortable. Like when I got to stages, I really was to a point that I start feeling, you know, depressed, as I could say, because I really didn't know what I was getting into, and I didn't know at first if it was the best option for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I got my little brothers at home. I got people that I, you know what I'm saying, really care about that's 2,000, 3,000 miles away from me. And I already took that leap of faith. So I had to swim in the deep end, you know what I'm saying? Because I already decided to follow through with that leap of faith, right? But what I'm really trying to say is, man, you have to really get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like, the best route is always not the best route to other people. To you, you know what I'm saying? You have to take that leap. Because like I said, I gained friendships that I'm gonna forever keep. And when I say forever keep, that I met people that you know what I'm saying, that it was an awakening for me, bro. Like, there's more to the world than my general area. There's more to the world than being comfortable all the time, being in that same routine, you know what I'm saying? And that same routine, it drives you crazy for a person that thinks free-minded and thinks out the box and just wants to be their true self. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be your true self. Your true self. Nothing more, nothing less. You can't be faking nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me faking. I'm not trying to be fake woke. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm just experiencing and going through what I am going through. And it's like really... And it's really a blessing, like the Most High God. That's why when I get in tune with nature, because it's like, this is the real stuff, you know what I'm saying? This right here, being outside, being away from the population and buildings and cities, you know what I'm saying? It gives you an open, and it gives you free mind, and it just lets you be, you know what I'm saying? Lets you be in the present moment, you know what I'm saying? So the message that I'm really trying to say is, after me just jabbering, is get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It helped me find myself, literally. Like, a lot of people won't ever, like you watching this, a lot of people won't ever be willing to talk and be vulnerable and open up to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's my calling, and I'm gonna proceed with my calling. The man above, he's everywhere. He knows everyone and everything. Your page and your story has already been written. I want to tell you that. But what I'm trying to say is, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And that uncomfortable, you will find yourself in the midst of that storm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to go through the storm. There's a lot of storms all the time. But don't you know that there's always the sun after the storm, right? So, you know, if you're in a storm right now, I want to let you know that there is sun and there is better days coming. If you feel like you're at a point where you're confused, you don't know what you're doing with yourself, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in a point where I don't really want to do it myself, but I know my truth. I know who I am, and I know what I am. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to me giving out information, it's not that I know a lot. It's not that I know everything or I'm a know-it-all. I'm just expressing what I am. Like, you have to know who you are. Like, one thing that really helped me is, ooh, I just felt something. Like, I ain't even gonna flex. Like, I'm keeping the buck. I felt something in my foreshadow, you know what I'm saying, that just, gave me a little spark. But one thing that really got me to learn myself is I started learning my astrology chart. Everybody was born at a certain time and a certain date when it comes to astrology. So you're a certain, you know what I'm saying? It helps you figure out yourself. Numerology is real. Astrology is real. The stars and the planets, all the alignments and stuff. Sad to say, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And when I really went in depth and found out about myself, because I'm a Gemini, you know what I'm saying? Gemini moon, Libra ascending, moon is in Capricorn, you know what I'm saying? So I know that I'm a communicator when it comes to the sun. So my outside, you know what I'm saying, what I project outside is me being talkative, communicative, you know what I'm saying, and just love conversation and loving people, you know what I'm saying? But I want you to find yourself, you know what I'm saying? I want you to find yourself in the midst of the storm. Everybody eventually comes to, well, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of bots out here, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't a bot before. But what I mean by is just come in tune with yourself and really know yourself, and not just going with the routine just because somebody else or a system was placed on you. You have to figure out your own system. You have to figure out your own way of being and live in your truth. You know what I'm saying? It helped me spiritually. Me knowing all that I know now, and I'm only 21 years old, man. God has so much more to show me, and he's going to lead me on a way better path. And all I'm doing is providing positivity. I'm providing a better way to think about stuff. I'm providing an outlet for other people that feel like they can't talk. I'm giving them a platform to at least express their self through me. You watching my video, I'm expressing for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that you will find yourself through the midst of the storm. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going at it. Keep going at it. Don't ever give up. You know that your day will come that you will find your truth on this planet. You know what I'm saying? But like that being said, I just want you to continue to live in your truth and be the best version of you, man. Only positive vibes. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, I feel like, after this presidential election. And I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know it all. But the vaccine's around the corner, man. The vaccine's around the corner, and they're going to start scaring people. And that vaccines and stuff is going to mess you up when you start taking the shots. It's going to kill your DNA. It's going to kill your real self. It's going to make you more nervous. It's going to make you, you know what I'm saying, just to a point where you can't really think for yourself and be free-minded, because they're controlling, because they put in random things inside your body, man. But I don't want to make this too long. I just want to let you know that I continue to find myself, but I found my right path going through being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And me being uncomfortable, it put me in a way better position that I'm forever blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to be uncomfortable. If you feel like you have to do something and you don't really want to do it, follow through with it, man. Take that leap of faith, because you don't know what's at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? It might be bad on the money end, because you're taking a cut on money and all this other stuff. But on the other side of the equation, you're building so many friendships, building bonds and friendships and just networking and meeting people that you never thought you would meet. You know what I'm saying? So you have to choose a side. You have to, you know. So I want you to continue to live your best truth. I want you to continue to do what you got to do to move forward. You know what I'm saying? For yourself, for nobody else. I love you. I want to let you know that I love you. Regardless of the hate that's going on in the world, I will continue to walk through that storm and look at the end of the tunnel, man, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to everybody that motivated me and keep me going and keep me on my square to truly find myself and my truth in this world. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself. Tune out the outside noise. Know who you are. And believe in yourself. Invest in yourself. And anything is possible. You are not limited. You're only limited to what you limit yourself to. You only are limited to what you limit yourself to. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know what I'm saying? I ramble. That's just a part of my nature. But there's a lot of truth in what I say. Take it for what you want. I don't know it all. Take the information how you please. You know what I'm saying? Add it on to your life. But continue to strive for greatness, man. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing and find themselves. Chosen ones. We gonna make it to the end, you know what I'm saying? And I'm with you. I just want to let you know that you're not alone. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Gang.